Shark Week, and Discovery Channel has 7 days of fascinating program planned. We have Shark Attack Survivor and Shark Conservatives. Paul Gelder here to chat. Thank you so much for your time today.
My pleasure, mate. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. This is always such a fascinating time, and every year the content and the programs just keep getting deeper and deeper, and I'm fascinated by them. And thank you so much for being a part of this year.
Oh, it's my pleasure. 37 years Shark Week has been going on. That's incredible. That really just shows how much people are starting to love, learn about, and respect sharks. And that's our main goal.
That is the main goal. I mean, let's talk a little bit about the big program, how to survive a shark attack. Obviously, we're going to see you a bunch this week, but this is the big one here. At what point did you make peace with kind of what happened and saying, I'm getting back in there, I want to be a part of this program?
I think that was around 2011 when I was taken to Fiji to go and personally confront the species of shark that changed the direction of my life, the bull shark. It ripped off my hand and my leg when I was a clearance diver in the Australian Navy. And I was always afraid of sharks. Always. My two biggest fears in life were sharks and public speaking. And now I'm a shark diving public speaker, which is incredible. And so it took a few years. I worked my way up the chain. And then when Discovery Channel came along in around 2014 and asked me to co-host a show and go diving with great whites, I was like, giddy up, let's do that. And now it's just become an absolute passion of my life. I love going on TV, teaching people about these miraculous animals and hopefully getting them to respect sharks so that they'll want to protect them too.
And I want to get back to Shark Week in a moment, but I think just you being out there, all the public speaking you do, I think no matter what life throws at your way, I think seeing someone like in your position going back out there, that sometimes those circumstances don't always define us.
Absolutely. We're not victims. People often say, oh, shark attack victim, Paul. No, we're survivors. If you've lived through it, you were a survivor. And that, whatever it was that you went through and survived, that makes you stronger. That makes you better. That makes you more resilient. And so you should be proud of yourself.
That is an amazing quote. I hope that people, take a moment to listen to that. Let's talk a little bit about, the history of Shark Week. Obviously, over 3 decades of it, but the role of technology.
Yeah. Technology just keeps getting better and better. One of my shows, Black Mako of the Abyss, we had this incredible underwater drone. It can actually stay stable in the current somehow with it getting pushed that way and that way, and it'll stay still. And we've got these amazing shots of these giant Mako sharks just off the coast of California. We're trying to learn about them. Where did they come from? Why are they black? Why aren't they the normal Mako colors? What species are they? So really incredible experiments being run. And then we've got, the old technologies we're still using, like the seal sled in Air Jaws, which I discovered a fault in when it started sucking up water and took me underwater with the great whites with it. So that was a terrifying experience. I would totally do it again, but you know what, man, 20 hours of new programming. We've got something for everyone, from Dancing with the Sharks for the kids and the Dancing with the Stars fans to how to survive a shark attack, a very serious, very personal experience for me, and very full of information for everyone to utilize.
And especially too, I think, given all ages and all different types of programming, obviously little kids obsessed with, Baby Shark and the song and the cartoon, and maybe Jaws is a movie that you saw as, a date night or a scary movie that you enjoyed watching, but also learning, the ins and outs of them on something like this, educational, and having so many different programs that, no matter what age, there's a little something to take away. Because everyone's fascinated with sharks.
Absolutely. There's so much to show and so much to learn. And I love watching the shows as well, where I'm learning science from my mates that I get to work with. But maybe we were working on a great white show, but now they're doing a Galapagos shark or a wobbegong shark or the goblin shark. And I get to learn about that from my friends as well. And I hope that everyone feels like they're watching their friends, because we come back every year. We want to show you our new stuff. It's like we're like at show and tell as kids. Like, we just want to show you all our cool stuff, and I so hope everyone feels that way.
Yeah, we cannot wait to see all the cool stuff that you're bringing us this week. Of course, Paul, thank you so much for your time today. Discovery.com. Go ahead and check out the whole week of extraordinary content that they're going to have in programming. And thank you so much for your time today.
My pleasure, mate. Cheers. Have a good
Cheers.
one.
Thank you.